Good morning, students. Now I am reading new paragraph. The name of the paragraph is What Changed After October. So all of you see carefully and try to understand. The Bolsheviks were totally opposed to private property. Most industry and banks were nationalized in November 1917. Bolshevik member of Bolsheviks, they opposed private property, so that they try to nationalize all banks and industries in the year 1917. This meant that the government took over ownership and management. So banks as well as the industries were nationalized, means the government took over ownership, means government control over banks as well as the industries, and managed also. Land was declared social property. So land was declared social property, means land was redistributed among poor peasants. Peasants were allowed to seize, here seize means control, capture the land of the nobility, the land of the nobility, the land of the noble people. So their land which were controlled and captured by peasants. In cities, Bolsheviks enforced the partition of large houses according to family requirements. So in cities, Bolsheviks, they try to, as well as by using force, they started to we can say the divide and the partition of large houses, means division of large houses. Whose large houses? The rich people's houses, which were controlled and divided among poor families as per their requirements, as per their needs. They banned the use of the old titles of aristocracy. They ban means they stop to use old titles of aristocracy. To assert, here assert means to show. The change means they wanted to show change, whatever they change after the, we can say the, what change after October, means they wanted to show their change. How? New uniforms were designed for the army and officials. So they designed new uniforms for the soldiers as well as for the government officers, because they wanted to show the change. Following a clothing competition organized in 1918. Now for the selection of, we can say the clothing style and uniforms, now competition was organized. Now through this competition, when the Soviet hat, the name of the Soviet hat, Budyonnovka, was chosen. Now I am reading this paragraph, try to understand. The Bolshevik party was renamed the Russian Communist Party. Now name also changed. Now previous name Bolshevik party, now they changed its name. Now new name was given. The Russian Communist Party was given new name. In November 1917, the Bolsheviks conducted the elections to the Constituent Assembly. Now they conducted the elections for the assembly, but they failed to gain majority support. But they conducted elections, but they were not succeeded to get majority support. In January 1918, the assembly rejected Bolshevik measures. And in January 1918, what happened? Now assembly rejected, cancelled Bolshevik plannings and measures. So Lenin dismissed the assembly. So that Lenin, the leader of the Bolshevik party, he cancelled assembly. He thought the All Russian Congress of Soviet was more democratic than an assembly. So why he dismissed the assembly? Because he thought that the Russian Congress of Soviet was more democratic than assembly. So he dismissed the assembly. elected in certain condition. So assembly assembly was elected, means members of the assembly was elected in uncertain conditions, so he dismissed. In March 1918, despite opposition by their political allies, means here allies means their, we can say, the supporter or alliance, etc., despite oppositions. So Bolshevik, what did the Bolsheviks made peace? Here peace underline, peace means here agreement, contract with the Germany, means despite opposition of their alliance. Now Bolshevik party now made, we can say, the treaty as well as the peace with the Germany, where at Brest Litovsk. Now underline this. This is the name of the place where Bolshevik made peace with Germany, Brest-Litovsk. In the years that followed, after that, the Bolsheviks became the only party to participate in the elections to the All Russian Congress of Soviets. Now, in Russia, Bolshevik party became only one party. Now, Bolshevik only one party could participate in the elections. Now, All Russian Congress of Soviets, which became the parliament of the country. Now, All Russian Congress of Soviets, now its importance also increased. Now, it became the parliament of the country. Russia became a one-party state. So, we can see the result. As a result, Russia became one-party state, one-party country. There is only one party. Trade unions were kept under the party control. Now, whatever the trade unions which were established in Russia, so all these trade unions were under control. The Bolshevik party, as well as the Russian Congress Soviet, the secret police called the Cheka first previous. The secret police, they were known as by this name, Cheka, and later OGPU and NKVD punished those who criticized the Bolsheviks. Now these secret police, now they punished those people who try to criticize the Bolshevik. Now such people were punished as well as the arrested. Many young writers and artists rallied to the party. Means so many young writers and artists, they were gathered around the party, Bolshevik party. Means we can say the communist, Russian Communist Party. Why? Because they understood that, they thought that it stood for socialism and for change. Means the Bolshevik party, Russian Communist Party, it stood for socialism and for changing country. After October 1917, this led to experiments in the arts and the architectures. So we can say the Bolshevik party, we can say the Russian Communist Party try to change in the various fields as well as the arts and architecture. So many artists and the writers, they were attracted towards it, but many became disillusioned. Here disillusions means here we can say the discouraged. So many artists and the people, they were discouraged. Why? Because of the censorship the party encouraged. Because of the censorship, the party, it carried out the censorship. So many people, so many artists and the writers, they were discouraged and disappointed also. Now next paragraph we'll read in next clip.